everybody. We just wanted to welcome you to the third episode of Let's Talk About It. My name is Cole Pryor, and I'm from Charles County, Maryland.
Hello, everyone. My name is Janae Lagarde, and I am from Rochester Hills, Michigan.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jordana Salina, and I am from Montgomery County, Maryland.
What's up, everybody? I'm Terrell Arrington from Memphis, Tennessee.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amber Harvey from Gwinnett, Georgia.
What's up, y'all? My name is Darius Henderson, and I'm from Chicago.
Hey, everyone. My name is Bailey Smith, and I'm from Columbia, Maryland.
And my name is Mason, and I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. And today we usually have a regularly scheduled program. However, we're going to deviate from the plan because the true question of what's going on right now is what is an entanglement?
Don't even get me started on an entanglement.
The new wave. That's what it is.
A new wave?
The new wave.
Untangle it real quick. Let's straighten it out.
Reel it back in.
He said relationship.
He said relationship.
No, Will said specifically it's a relationship.
So,
and she was like, yes,
the
it was
the way Jada used it, she was trying to like degrade it.
Be her little.
Cody, rub it over.
You know how she do it.
No, y'all do the relationship. Don't lie.
What would you say with the way that Jada described her experience, you have ever had an entanglement?
I just feel like no one here can say they've been in that type of entanglement because Jada's been married for 25 years, and unless there's something we don't know, that type of history.
Well, hey.
I mean,
because her entanglement one was stemming off of marriage. And a long length marriage over a decade.
They were separated though. Keep in mind they were separated.
Right, but when you have papers and children involved, that's different. That kind of cancels out a lot of things.
Yeah,
I
technically.
mean, I ain't gonna lie. Did y'all actually watch the video? Did y'all watch the tape?
Yeah.
I didn't get to see it.
I ain't gonna lie. I listened to the jump. Basically, where she was coming from, she said that it was that point in their marriage where it was like real rocky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they really they felt like it was about to be over. And she said that the reason that she got with August was because she just wanted to feel happy. Like it was like any other breakup, getting right back into another.
She was wrong. She was wrong. She was wrong.
Okay, we know what
no, she was wrong
entanglement
for doing
is to
all
Jada,
Listen,
but we have to define it to ourselves because we can't, we can't put ourselves in that situation.
Yeah.
So what does entanglement mean to us? Like, because we have to define it so we can talk about it.
Entanglement is, Terrell said it very well in describing what happened in their relationship. And it's something that comes almost immediately following a low time in your past relationship. It's almost like a rebound, essentially. This relationship evolves from a point.
I think an entanglement doesn't require you to already have like previous relations. Is what I'm saying.
Why are we trying to find a word that it just seems like you don't even?
Is the word talking? Is it talking? Is that?
we meant it because Jada has referred to her and Will many, many, many times over as life partners. So maybe she meant it as in the journey of them being together in general.
You got tangled up like this. You got tangled up like that.
It was not something that was necessarily a detriment to her and Will's relationship because, like she said, they were separated.
And apparently, he got her back too. So
moving in this relationship with somebody, there are people who might come into your life who aren't forever partners, and especially in a marriage, we kind of are looking at it through this lens of like boyfriend girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Where if your boyfriend or your girlfriend, you guys were to take a break and they start talking to somebody else, that's not entanglement, that's recommitment. But marriage is longer. It means more than, like Bailey said earlier, it's kids, it's paperwork, it's documents, it's a life, it's an entire life. So getting into that situation she was in with August, that was an entanglement in her opinion because she just happened to, like Bailey said, stray away, but that wasn't something that defined her. That wasn't a break in whatever her and Will had because they weren't together. So that was nothing against her relationship. That was her getting caught into something else. She was entangled in another relationship. but she was not broken.
Even when I listened to it, she said that when she had got involved with August, you know what I'm saying, she was trying to separate herself from Will, but eventually it was just like they couldn't be without each other. Like they got, like you said, they got Willow and Jaden, they got all this stuff that they done built together, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't really separate even if they wanted to. Like they tried it and it didn't work.
Okay,
so I can agree with you.
If she realized that and she was like, oh, we couldn't be separated, why would she step out in her marriage in the first place?
She didn't step out because they were separated.
Yes, but even if people are separated, you still made a commitment for God to be loyal.
Well, even Will said that he literally kicked her to the curb because Jada has been very open about a lot of things. She's had drinking issues. She even like had a porn, I think it was a sex or porn addiction. And he literally, I feel like with the combination of all these things, he was like, I was done with her.
That man Will was like, I was done with her. He was like,
he can do it. Will can do it.
Yeah, Will can do it.
Will can do it.
Like,
Will can do it.
I ain't gonna lie.
My brand somewhere else.
I feel like it's different if you think.
Will got the power.
I feel like it's different if you say, okay, I didn't see a future for us, but if your partner saying I didn't see a future for us, then it's like, all right, well, y'all was clearly at a.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that she stepped out on anything that they had. I don't think that their commitment to each other was ever broken because they both agreed to part ways. Yeah. It would be different if that happened and then Will was like, I can't be with you anymore because you did that. That would be her breaking their agreement before God. That would be them not being loyal to each other. But they made an agreement that they were separated.
I think it wasn't fair for somebody like August.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I think we also have to respect the fact that August is a man.
How did August and Jada eventually split up though? I still don't know.
Basically, they had gotten so deep to the point that he said like he started worshiping the family and he was very committed to them, like literally like worship. He don't use words like that. But he said like,
just listen.
When,
now y'all know
when like the whole thing just kind of Jada couldn't give him what he wanted, basically, which probably was commitment and seriousness and everything. And she ended up, she's with Will now again, fully. I think it went for a few years because they met a few years back.
Yeah, about 4
so their relationship wasn't romantic in the beginning.
No, it wasn't. Their relationship was with everyone. He said the whole family. They were all helping him to get better.
Yeah.
What Jada did, why did she pick him though? Like
in the talk, she was like, she has like an addiction to like save people, and she feels like
she did say that.
Right.
Like she was like, well, me wanting to save him kind of built.
Yeah.
Yeah. Regardless of how it ended up, when he met her, they said he was like damn near dead. So.
I feel like there's no accountability on August's side, and the way that people are portraying it now, in the sense that yes, he was damaged, yes, he was hurt, but that's a commitment that he made as well.
At the same time, it's like if roles were switched, we would instantly be like, Jada's the victim, Jada's the victim.
Right.
But since it's a man, we saying that he got to take accountability.
I would say that we do paint that picture where if the roles were reversed, I thought this by myself a while ago, that if it was him doing that to Jada, everybody would have labeled him a horrible man. He would have been canceled.
Right, they would have canceled him.
Canceled completely.
I don't think that that's how it should be. I think that even with women, everyone should be held accountable in a relationship. There's emotional abuse and there are things that happen, but I think that there's accountability on every side in a relationship.
I just think that it was one of those things that happened, bro. Like it was a regular. It's a lot of people in entanglements right now, and they don't know it, bro. It was just something that happened. Like I said earlier, I feel like an entanglement is just a situationship. If we don't put it down in layman's terms, like I don't know nobody personally, but I'm sure it's people out here who got a nigga or got a girl.
But that's not really the issue. The issue is he didn't feel that way.
But that's a lot of people. That's how a lot of relationships are. It's somebody always loves another person more.
Yeah, somebody always has feelings.
That's true.
It's always gonna be like that. Nobody.
But they said this lasted for years.
Yeah, eventually Jada did say it was a relationship though.
I see what Terrell is saying. Like in something like that, yes, something can grow from it, but the situation arose itself. Jada had this feeling that she wanted to build somebody up. August had feelings of commitment towards her.
Yeah.
So that situation occurred, and they moved forward from that into a relationship. We kind of don't have this same concept. I mean, I don't know. Some of us have been in longer term relationships, like Yordi, I know for sure. But we don't have the same type of concept of, you know, something starting off as something and building into much more over years of time.
Yeah.
I was just using Yordi as an example.
I agree. And also the thing about it is, like, for me, I've never thought about someone as, if they mess up along the way, we're gonna rebuild because they're my life partner. I believe in divorce. So I feel as though, like, for them, they literally, Jada has said, like, she doesn't, that's like the lowest, Jada and Will, that's the lowest they can get. They don't believe in that. And so, like, the whole entanglement thing, it was pretty much like something was going to happen in order for them to get to, but like for me, we would have never even got past the entangled because that would have been the end.
I don't believe in divorce. I feel like if I was in a marriage situation, then I understand where Jada and Will are coming from and why they stand together and why they are the way they are, because that's the commitment they made and they're going to stick with it. But I also feel for August because, okay, entanglement is a situationship, but I would have, accepted that being what it is if it didn't start with her trying to help him.
Right.
If it didn't start with him coming into the family to get mental help and him eventually getting that and all of that, with her starting that relationship or crossing that line when he's not at his right mind is wrong on her part.
But do you not think that his relationship with Jada helped him get back to health?
No.
Oh no, I think it.
No.
You don't think
at the beginning? Yeah, at the beginning, yes. When like she was actually helping him, yes. But like once she started, they started getting entangled. Then it's like
August is on record saying that he learned things from Jada. August is on record saying through my relationship with Jada, I learned how to love somebody, and I can, if I die today, I can go saying that I found love. After all of this time that has passed, why bring it up now?
Publicity stunt. That's why they bring it up now. His album just came out. I don't think he's hurt though. I don't think he's hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think he might not be hurt anymore, but I think he definitely was hurt.
In the same way that we say that there are learning experiences from the relationships that we get into that don't work out, the same can be said about their situationship, entanglement, whatever. So I don't necessarily know if I would say that he's a broken man or any less of who, or if not better than who he was when he met her. I wouldn't blame that on Jada. I would say that Jada,
the way he coming at Keke Palmer,
I think she was an easy jab at the time because he already had history and probably animosity towards her.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree, baby. I agree.
She ain't do nothing to him at all.
She didn't.
Exactly. None of her business.
I don't agree in divorce. I don't believe in divorce. If I'm with you, then I'm with you. Now, I agree in separation. The part where Jada stepped out during their separation,
Will stepped out too. And if that person comes out, let us find out that was Beyonce or someone way bigger than August.
Whoa. That's already happened.
The room. August, a lot of us don't think about him because he hasn't been on the scene for so long. So watch it be someone who's on the scene and right under our noses, and it's gonna be like a whole nother black Twitter thing.
No, the problem isn't that she got with August on the red table. They already said they were in like an open relationship.
Yeah.
So like the problem.
Yeah, they did.
So knowing what entanglement is, would you agree with this?
I thought you would stay in the entanglement after the entanglement because y'all don't believe in divorce, child.
Oh, we sure don't.
Divorce is something that can happen, but I think that also we have this notion of relationships that there's not, if not cheating, there's always going to be those times where that's on the table.
Because I don't mean like, oh my God, I believe in divorce. Like one slip up, I'm going to put them papers on the table. Like just knowing that, like, in my surrounding community, my parents, they've been together for 20 plus years and all of their friend groups have been together. No one wants to get a divorce. But the thing is, there's so many different elements. All my cousins, all that, they all have 3+ kids. There's so many different elements that come into people's lives that you don't think that may affect, or that never came into play when you first were saying your vows or committing to each other. Things change, people change. Sometimes divorcing isn't a bad thing. It's actually growing.
We normalizing.
I'm not normalizing divorce.
We missed one big thing now. Are we not going to talk about the age difference between August and Jada?
Like if Nia Long, Jada Pinkett Smith came to me today and was like, "Hey, yo,
Morris Chestnut, let me find out." If it's Morris out, I love to get entangled.
He is only 48 years old.
Who?
Man, she is only 48 years
old.
Old
is August.
Jada.
48 years young.
48 years young.
I think that Jada and Will, they've never had to be as open as they are, but they choose to. And I also feel as though when Jada started this Red Table Talk, she brings people to the table all the time to be as open and honest and clarifying as they can be. So when she used the word entangled, that's more so what pissed me off.
She did try to make herself look better than what she was.
Yeah.
Man, Will was like, "Hey, keep it real. Like, let's just keep it real."
Because if she had used the word relationship, we probably wouldn't even be having this talk. Like, it just would
have been okay.
Her using that vocabulary is her expressing herself as someone who is human. The fact that they kept Will's part where he calls her out on using that word is more important than the fact that she used it in the first place. Okay. Because you forget, they could have edited that out.
They could have just skipped right to the part where she actually called it a relationship.
Right, they could have, but she decided to keep that in the conversation.
Why do y'all think that, like, this is such a big deal? Like, this is another person's marriage. This is another person's relationship.
Jada and Will Love was like top tier. They came out with all this and everything's just all messed up.
I was gonna say, I just feel as though it's because she brings people for healing all of the time, and just to figure out that she hasn't told the truth or healed herself, like
saying you giving Janae advice about something.
No, I know. I'm saying, like, I don't even know if you watched the T.I. and Tiny Red Table Talk. She was literally giving so much advice, and just to know that, like, T.I. was literally, he admitted that he had cheated. Like, he said cheated. She didn't even say that she cheated, and she was giving all this advice. And
it shows that she's human in the fact that I think that people really overanalyze, and they saw that and they were like, "Oh, the Jada Will love isn't perfect." But I think that shows how beautiful their love actually is the fact that they went through something like that and they're able to move forward. Their ability to move beyond that, and their ability to be public with the fact that they're moving beyond that. Honestly, they didn't even have to put that video out first.
If she wanted to keep her career, she did.
She did. Because she bringing everybody else to the talk.
She bringing everybody to the table. Everybody be at the table every other week, virtually too.
If you think about it, they have enough money. She could have just.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you said, she always brings people on for healing and stuff.
She be bringing that ass, talking about something. I brought you to the table because I just saw you was struggling, and I just felt as though we could really clarify for the public.
Before we even get into this real deep, because we done been talking for a while now. So the question for the show was, what is an entanglement? But there was kind of a difference today. Today it was, some people said it was a situationship. Some people said it was a relationship. Personally, me, I'm gonna go with situationship. If y'all want to vote, we can go ahead and do that now. So if you think that it's an entanglement,
I think we should all give us our own little take. An entanglement is something that's out of my pay grade.
You know you're not joking.
From the truth. Like we said, to fluff it, to sugarcoat it. She said that word, but she really, like, it's a relationship. When there's two people involved, no matter if you're friends or whatever you're doing in the bedroom, it's still a relationship.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it. Entanglement is a relationship. She just tried to fluff it up a little bit.
I definitely agree with Mason. I feel like entanglement is a relationship. And I think you can use it in a lot of different terms. Like, some people have that life partner thing. Some people just have the journey and might have other husbands and wives, and they got entangled with some people on the way. But I think it's a relationship.
I think that an entanglement, it is a relationship, but I would say that it's actually a word that she used to describe her own journey with Will. I think that entanglement more so focused on what happened between her and Will versus what happened with her and August. I think she was entangled to August and it affected her and Will. But I would say, of course, it's a relationship. Even a situationship, in my opinion, is a relationship of situation. What happened between her and August was something that affected her and Will, not her journey with August. That wasn't the goal.
To be honest, I really don't have any sympathy for Jada because I feel like she really did August so dirty. So that whole entanglement bullshit, I'm sorry. I feel like she just used that to kind of just make herself seem like a better person, though. She used that boy and that she want to help him and all that. No, that was a lie. So, yeah. It was a relationship, but she...
You think her helping him was a lie?
No, she helped him. I feel like maybe like to an extent, but then after a while, I feel like she was just using him. Like you don't take years to find out if you like someone, or if you want to be with someone. It don't take no years, you know. Like she could have been like cut that boy off after like a year or so.
I agree with Janae. Like I feel like Jada just like used him, but as far as entanglement, I don't feel like that's a real thing. I just feel like she used that to make herself look good. Like an entanglement. It's either a situationship or relationship. Ain't no entangle, none of that.
I agree with like everyone. I do think that it was a relationship, like Mason, Bailey, and Cole were saying, but I also feel like she kind of used that word to downplay it, and that's exactly why Will put out, call it what it is, and she had to go back on her word entanglement and call it a relationship.
Well, everybody, that wraps up our show today. Special edition, we had to get y'all one real quick for the news. Yes. But, what I'm saying, it's been Let's Talk About It. It's been real. It's been from the Let's Talk About It crew. We hope y'all stay safe. Be easy.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and love everything that we do. We love you.